we welcome to the show Ryan Huff, the editor of The Geek of Oz. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming along.
No, thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Now, we have been discussing a lot of DC Universe
Been
worlds.
a bit of a thing today,
yes. But you have come along with something a little bit different, something a bit close to my heart, independent comics, which I always adore. And this particular one is from Gestalt, and it's written by long-term Kapowian Tom Taylor and James Brewer, and it is, of course, The Deep we are discussing. Now, we had a look at this in our sci-fi special,
we did,
and we obviously really love it. So, Ryan, what is it about The Deep that really gets you into it?
Well, as anyone would know, if they've read Geek of Oz in the last, say, 2 years, The Deep is more than just a love for me, it's an infatuation.
Right.
I can't speak highly enough about it, and this latest volume, I have to say, it's probably better than the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Vanishing Island that's recently come out. So
Correct.
you're feeling like it's gone a step further.
It has gone a step further. I was actually tweeting, which I tweet probably a bit too much, but I
No
was,
such thing.
no, not at all. I was tweeting to Tom Taylor the other day, and he kind of quietly agreed with me that, you know, from my perspective, I feel as though the first episode was the setup. You know, you meet the family, you go on their first adventure, but the second one's really the payoff.
Yeah, right.
It's fantastic. I mean, the thing that I love about it is that it's an all ages book.
Sure.
It's always nice when you come across an all ages book like this, because we discuss all ages art. It's kind of something that's close to my heart, because I've got nieces and nephews who like reading this kind of thing as well. So it's nice when you come across one that's so intelligently written for both the younger and for the olders. It's really kind of cool. I like that about this.
Yeah, and the big thing about an all ages book and the big thing about The Deep is that it's all ages. It's not for kids, it's not for adults.
It is for
Yeah.
everyone.
For everyone. There's something to take from this book. It's so beautifully written. It's so beautifully illustrated as well. James Brewer, he is something else. you
It's
know?
amazing, isn't
Well,
He
it?
sort of came from nowhere
It's
as well.
yeah, and he's just got such a lovely touch with these characters and also with the world that they inhabit.
Yeah.
And with something like this, where it's got such that nature element to it, you got the deep sea stuff. You really want somebody who's going to be able to bring that level of detail and that level of quality to the artwork.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
in there, I think.
And I mean, it's definitely a tip of the hat. The fact that this guy can make just Black Sea incredible.
Incredible,
Yeah.
and a little bit scary, a little bit dangerous, because you are kind of sitting there, because you feel like you're in the little submarine with them, and there's all this black, and it's like, what's out there?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
I'm a bit scared.
In that first volume, it was a bit scary when the thing, I don't want to ruin it for
Yeah,
anyone,
in case you
but when
haven't
the
seen it, but
thing
when
comes,
it first
Yep.
shows up, I caught my breath a little bit. I gotta say,
yeah, it was quite scary. I definitely feel as though the best thing about The Deep, though, is that there's no conflict.
yeah.
Which generally, that's the pinnacle of a good story.
It's
You know, you
yeah.
have the conflict and resolution, but in this, there's no conflict in terms of a fight or anything like that. There's tension. They build the tension,
Oh,
They do.
and
Oh,
there's there's something going on there. It does get resolved, of course.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, it's just heartwarming.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and there's so many messages to take away from it, whether it's an environmental message
Yeah.
or that it's about an interracial family.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, it's not shoved down your throat.
Yeah, you're never beaten over the head by any sort of message that it's trying to
yeah.
push. That's true. I really enjoy the fact that it is an overarching mystery as well. There's there's a long term that I think they're playing to in this, as well as the contained stories that they're doing.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know about yourself, but when I opened this book, and I even just the front covers, I looked at that and I thought, this is Sequest DSV crossed with Ben 10, and there's no reason that shouldn't be.
There's
gotta be-
nothing wrong with
That's
that.
going to be fun to start with. And it's interesting you mentioned Ben 10 because, of course, now there's an animated series
There
going to be coming out of the Deep as well.
Yeah, there is. Now, hopefully, we'll be seeing some of that soon. I've only ever seen the one image, the
Yeah.
CGI cover,
Oh, the cover, yep.
more or less. But it's looking great, and there's no more deserving book. I mean, there's a lot of great Australian books out there
Oh,
at
yes.
the moment.
Yep,
and
definitely.
Gestalt responsible for a lot
A
of them.
lot
they're
of them.
great for
It's a
getting that
great
content out
independent
there.
publishing
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not all of them are quite so family friendly. You
No.
know, Eldritch Kid and Torn are fantastic, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't give them to kids.
No, not at all.
No, not
But
on any
the Deep
circumstances.
is one that they have kind of really managed to tap into that all ages, really beautifully done, really deftly written, and with the animation coming out, I think it's going to just take it that extra level. It's going to be really cool.
I think it's going to be one of those things that get on board now because it's going to be something huge.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be able to say, oh, you know,
I was reading
I knew
that.
about it when it was a comic.
Please. Well before it was the game and it was the movie.
And now I have all the toys, and now
And I
I've
got a goldfish.
Yeah, and I've got a tentacle tattooed on my chest, and it's a bit weird,
Yeah.
maybe a bit too far. But
I have
still.
seen a picture of somebody who's done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Anywho, thank you so much, Ryan, for coming on and celebrating our 40th episode of Kapow,
No,
which
my
we
pleasure.
always love, and for talking about such a beautiful independent title.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that one.
My pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ryan.